What's up, YouTube family? Welcome back to the channel. This is Sir Kennedy, where creativity meets skills and design turns into opportunities. If you're into graphic design, branding, or logo creation, then today's video is for you. Because in this tutorial, I'm going to show you step by step how to design a professional coffee logo while using Photoshop, featuring a vector coffee bean and perfect circular text for your design. By the end of this video, you'll have a logo that is clean, scalable, and brand ready. Enjoy. But before we jump in, like the video if you love logo design, subscribe to Jerome Ken for more Photoshop and branding tutorials, turn on the notification bell so you never miss any creative uploads. Plus, drop a comment if you're watching this video. Thank you. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to start to create a new document. And I'll set my measurements into, let's say, a custom shape, 1280 pixels, 1280. Let's return it to a square. Name your document, coffee leaf, coffee leaf. Resolution, we shall retain it at 72. Let's maintain 72 for now. Color mode RGB, background white. Good. Once that is done, I'll click create, and now we are working with a fresh square canvas. The next step is to set up guides, which will ensure that I have perfect alignment. And what I want to do is to set up guides to keep everything perfectly centered. So I shall go to view and then create new guide. Once I have this pop out, I shall insert the dimensions of 50% vertically. Good. And then I'll repeat the same step for the horizontal guide. Come to view, new guide, click on the horizontal button here. Same case, put 50% and click OK. Now we have our center here. We have the guides crossing at the exact point, which is the center of the canvas. Just to be safe, I'll go back to the view button and ensure the snap is clicked and also snap to is clicked. So make sure everything is clicked and ticked, just to be safe. So the next step is to create a circular path for our text. And by doing so, we shall come here to the ellipse tool and select the ellipse tool. We have different shapes for different design. For ours, we shall use the ellipse tool. With that said, I shall bring my cursor at the center where the guides intersect. Click and drag while holding Shift and Alt. You can see the guides have changed color from blue to purple or violet. So hold Shift and Alt as you drag your circle to form a perfect circle. Let's make a third of the size of the canvas like that, perfectly. So here we have our circle, that is good. So the next step should be wrapping or writing the text around the circle. Now I shall come here to a very useful tool. We have the text tool. Under the text tool, we have different types of text tool, but for now we shall be using just the normal text tool. Now when I hover around the circle, you notice the cursor changes with the line at the center of the text tool. You can see the cursor changes with the line. If you're not seeing this, well, we need to ensure that your paths are selected. Come to window, make sure your path is selected. If you're not seeing that, good. So once you see that, start typing. Type your text. Let's say fresh roasted coffee, and select the text by pressing Ctrl A and change it to maybe, let's say, dark brown. So I shall also change the font, let's say to Gothic. We can use Gothic. We need to use a stylish font for this. So we have our copper plate Gothic bold for our name of the coffee. Text. Also change the font size to 60. And we can notice that our text is not well positioned. To position the text, I shall grab the path selection tool. Here is the path selection tool. You can see path selection tool. And you can see with the path selection tool, I'm able to change the text positioning. So make sure that the 2 points you are seeing on the screen are at the center, top, here on top, and also at the bottom. You can see top here, and you can see at the bottom there. Good. So the next step is to add the bottom text. Now let's add the bottom text to the circle. And with that said, I shall come here to layer, create a new layer. Once I create a new layer, I shall go back to the ellipse tool again. With the same scenario, come at the center. Holding Shift and Alt, draw a smaller circle. And come back to our text tool, and we shall type established 1997. And then Using the path selection tool, I shall use the knob to drag it inwards. So carefully see what I'm doing. Make sure the text is at the bottom. So if you want the text to come inside, you put the node inside. See, outside, the text appears outside. Inward, the text appears inside the circle. Good. So the next stage, we'll be designing a vector coffee bean, and with that we shall need to use our shapes. Let's start designing our logo. So now we need to design the coffee bean icon, and that will sit at the center of the logo here. So I shall select the ellipse tool again, and with that selected, I shall set the mode to shape and choose a fill color, let's say the color of brown for the coffee bean, and I change it to an oval. Change it to an oval. So I shall duplicate the shape, come here to layer. I shall duplicate the shape, come here to layer and press duplicate. Okay. Now we have duplicated. Slightly overlap each other. So once you have overlapped the shape, this shall give you a design for the coffee bean. Enlarge the beans. Next, using the pen tool, come here, select the pen tool. So for today's, we shall use the pen tool. So we have various functionality of the pen tool to add anchor points here and to delete anchor points, and also to convert an anchor point using the convert point tool. So for today we shall be using the pen tool, and we shall start drawing a curve through the center to represent the coffee bean split. So once I have created an outline using the pen tool, I shall select the direct selection tool and refine my shape. Once we have carved our shape through the center to represent the coffee bean split, so we are going to change this outline into a shape so that it can retain its professional logo look. So come here to pen tool, select the pen tool and change it into shape and put a color like so. Perfectly good. Let's zoom out. Remove the stroke also and retain it like so. We can copy and paste. We can copy the layer and duplicate it to have two layers. So and there we have our logo for our coffee bean. So we have our logo here using the shape layer. This stays fully vectored and scalable, perfect for any professional use. May it be a banner, a business card, or any size of design you want to print. This shall be printable. At this point, let's refine our logo. So now we have a clean professional logo featuring a circular text wrapped around the logo. We have a vector-based pin icon for the design work, and perfect alignment and balanced logo. There you have it, guys. Thank you for watching the video. Here now we have a professional coffee logo designed entirely in Photoshop, ready for branding, print work, social media and client work in any freelance job. Here are the real design skills that can help you grow creatively and both financially. Watching this video here at this channel, you get to know a lot of design skills. So let me know in the comment section, would you use this logo for real coffee branding? And what logo should I make next? Hit me in the comment section and tell me, would you use this logo and which logo should I make next? So if you enjoy this tutorial, please give it a like, subscribe, and also share with your friend. So till next time, have a good time. Goodbye.